Lifers, welcome back to Memory Mondays. Dave's about to impress you with how well he remembered the memory verse this week.
Let's see how things go. What's that? Is that the intro? Right. Okay. I thought I was getting more of an intro than that, but I think I deserved one. Yeah. But yeah, like Ash said, last week we talked all about catechisms. And if you don't know what that word means, go back to our devotion last week and you'll learn all about catechisms there. But we've been following this catechism, the New City Catechism, and week 1, the question was, what is our only hope in life and death? So we had to remember the answer, and the answer went something like this. It said, so what is our only hope in life and death? That we are not our own, but that we belong body and soul, both in life and death, to God and to our Saviour Jesus Christ. And we had a little Bible verse as well, Romans 14, which said, for no one lives to himself and no one dies to himself. If we live to the Lord, and if we die to the Lord. So whether we live, whether we die, we are the Lord's. And you know, Ash and I, one of the things we really are hoping from this catechism series that we're doing is that whatever is involved in the catechism teaching that week really speaks to our situations. And certainly, like, meditating on it, and as I've been doing my hand washing for holiness, I've been thinking how relevant the whole topic and the theme of hope is for our lives at the moment, our situations just now, going through this pandemic. You know, I was on a call with some colleagues at work, and some of you might know I work with young people who are affected by Huntington's disease. And we were just talking about some of the young people we support all across Scotland. And my colleague, he said something that I thought really was quite concise and summed up the situation quite well. He says, you know, at the moment, it feels like no one has anything to look forward to. No one has anything to look forward to. And I thought about that a little bit after he said it, and I thought that, you know, I can really relate to that. I think for a lot of the young people I work with, and probably even a lot of us, a lot of the things that we used to look forward to in life are no longer there. Whether that's something simple, like, you know, a trip to the supermarket, or going to the shops, or going for a walk, which we can kind of still do, but things like going to the cinema, or going for a game of football, going to watch a game of football, all these different things. You can see I'm really missing my football. I'm really looking forward to football starting again. But these little things in life often are the things that give people hope. And when they're taken away, people feel quite hopeless. But what is it we've learnt this week from the catechism? It's actually, our hope isn't meant to be built on something temporary or something fleeting. It's built on the fact that we belong to the Lord. And because we belong to the Lord, it means that our hope is built on his character and who he is. And the Lord is eternal. The Lord doesn't change, and he's a rock, and he's solid. So our hope as Christians is solid, it's secure. Regardless of what happens with this coronavirus thing, your hope is still secure. So whether you live or whether you die, even in these next weeks, whether that statement's true or not, your hope is built on the fact that you have a relationship with the Lord, which is awesome. So Ashley's going to share a few thoughts about hope that she encountered this week as well.
Yes, so Luca saved up all his money from his birthday in February there. And since we've been going out every day as a family to try and do our state-sanctioned exercise, we've been using the scooters a lot. And I thought, I wonder if he would enjoy an electric scooter. So we talked it through and he decided that's what he wanted. So we ordered it on Monday and it came, was it yesterday or the day before? Yeah. And every day up until then, he's talked about this scooter. When's it coming, Mum? When's it coming? He was so excited. And it let me see that maybe he's not got so much to look forward to at the moment. He doesn't have Splash anymore, church, no Sunday school, even seeing his friends every day at school. And this little glimmer of hope for him, you know, was so exciting. And as I reflected on that, I thought, you know, as Christians, we should always have that hope within us, that glimmer, that excitement. We often brand about the word hope. You know, I hope the weather's going to be good this week. I hope that the kids will be good when we're having our Zoom meeting later on. You know, we just use it flippantly. But hope in a Christian sense is confident expectation in what God has promised. I had to look up the dictionary definition, and it said to cherish a desire with expectation. So do we cherish heaven? Do we have that desire and that expectation of heaven within us? You know, like David says, no matter what happens to us, this won't last forever. This situation won't last forever, but this life won't last forever, and we have got the joy of heaven to look forward to. Hebrews 6:19 says, we have this hope as an anchor for the soul, firm and secure. Hope in the promised heaven, that's our hope. Don't let the burdens and hardships disappoint you or discourage you, but keep your eyes fixed on what God has promised, and that's heaven itself. And what a thought that is.
Yeah, really good. Really like those definitions of hope. It's really important. Last week we talked about exercising the gratitude muscle, and we'd like to encourage you as well. Make sure that hope keeps to the forefront of your mind this week. And that's our little baby waking up. Man, I hope she goes to sleep soon after this. But yeah, keep hope grounded right there in the forefront of your mind. You've got so much to be hopeful for if you have the Lord as your Saviour. If you're watching this and you don't have the Lord as your Saviour, if you don't know Jesus, let me tell you, it's the best decision you could ever make. Your life will be transformed in a way you wouldn't believe. Guys, have a great week. Stay blessed. We'll see you again next Monday. Take care.